Well, drugstores have all sorts of medications to help relieve PMS, but our next guest says you can eat your way to relief during that time of the month. That's right. She doesn't mean by overindulging. We all try and eat our way to some relief, right? But a lot of women suffer monthly with cramps, bloating, and headaches.
I'm hoping she's going to say just eat as much chocolate as possible.
And deep fry it.
Could the secret to relief be in the food you eat? Holistic Nutritionist Maria Viall says it is. Great to have you here this morning. There's so many symptoms that are so common for so many women every month dealing with cramps, bloating, moodiness, headaches. What am I leaving out here? But it's a pain.
Yeah, it is. And the sad thing is that we've come to think that that's just part of it. That's like part of the whole being a lady. But the good thing is that it doesn't have to be that way. You know, we really can eradicate some of those symptoms in problematic times of the month, so it's not as painful, you're not dreading it. It really should be something that kind of sneaks up on you, like, oh, there it is. Not like, here it comes, like, hold on to, you know. Yeah. But it all has to do with preparation. It's preventative measures, so that when you have your ladies' holiday or monthly cycle or whatever it is that you want to call it.
Ladies' holiday.
Shark Week, whatever it is. All the men are like, change the channel. That it's something that you're not experiencing those symptoms. We always wait till we're having it, and it's like, what can I do to relieve it? You really want to make sure it's a preventative measure. So how we eat and hydrate our body make a big difference.
I was just thinking when she said guys change the channel, I'm thinking whatever she says women should eat, guys are going to go out and buy it in bulk. Here you go, honey.
You're welcome.
This is going to fix it. You know?
Start now.
Which is also really great for your relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so starting with hydrating, which is one thing you said, water.
Yes.
This is not other hydrations.
No, right, correct. And everyone's probably like, okay, we get it. Hydration, but it's something we all need a reminder of. I need a reminder of.
What's the rule?
The rule is half your body weight in fluid ounces. At least try to. It is a lot.
So
but
only
again,
64 ounces.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm glad you mentioned that. We might look bigger on TV, but really we're half our body weight is 64 ounces.
I like that. But the thing is we retain a lot of water during our cycle, and most people, the last thing they're thinking is, I want to drink more water. But that actually will help with being bloated and water retention, and also with cravings. We all talk about cravings, but being properly hydrated will make a big difference in regards to how you experience your menstrual cycle.
Excuse me.
It also is great for sneezing.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so hydrating to start. Now, I've always heard the opposite on this next one. I've heard that caffeine, in particular, helps relieve cramps.
So, immediately, and I would say the source of caffeine. Okay. I say skip the coffee, or at least have less of it, because in the long run, it's a vasoconstrictor, meaning that it will prevent your blood flow to be healthy. It can actually close up the veins. And it can make your body more dehydrated. It can also increase cravings later on. You ever have like coffee and then you're fine, and maybe like an hour or so later, you're like, you're jonesing for some chocolate. You really want to make sure that you're properly hydrating. If you're hydrating and then drinking coffee, you're kind of counteracting the two.
Okay. So with the coffee, a lot of people have trouble going cold turkey because they'll get really bad headaches. It'll induce headaches.
Yes.
And you say kind of wean off it slowly, or maybe switch to tea.
Yeah,
or
no
something
one's
like
looking for like a vigilante thing here. You just want to either go half calf, switch to yerba mate or green tea, or just maybe have it with your lunch meal. Move it different, so it's not just coffee in the morning pumping your cortisol. That's a hormone that actually will affect all your other hormones that can create and cause PMS symptoms.
Omega-3s are good, huh?
Yeah, pumping up your omega-3s. Now, these are natural anti-inflammatories. We all reach for those anti-inflammatory pills to relieve all those menstrual symptoms. Omega-3s are a natural anti-inflammatory. So I say eat your way through them. This can honestly make a huge difference in the way you experience your menstrual cycle.
And 4 of those good ones are walnuts.
Walnuts are great. Hemp hearts, I actually brought them here. These have, in just one serving, they can have up to 10 grams of omega-3s. I mean, you really want to have...
How can you eat that, though?
Anyway, they actually have a really nutty taste. You could put that in smoothies. You could sprinkle it on salads. Yeah, you can just eat it raw. Things like sardines, which I'm sure some people are like, ooh, and freshwater fish will have omega-3s, or you can always use a supplement of a fish oil, but it can make a big difference not only in your cramping and anti-inflammatory things, but also your mood and your skin. Those are also two things with PMS that people
And you have the most beautiful skin, so you're obviously getting your omega-3s.
Yeah.
But people are going to wonder, and we're running out of time, how much omega-3 do we need?
It's going to vary between person to person. You really just want to make sure that you make an attempt to add omega-3 at each meal, and especially the week before.
Okay. The next one I'm just going to run through since we're pretty much out of time is high processed foods. Cut those out, like sugar, carbohydrates, salt, grains, and oils. Cut those out. And lastly, you stick to your FFP, which is fat, fiber, and protein at every single meal.
Absolutely. That's going to, again, make your blood sugar stable. And it doesn't mean that you can't have chocolate. Actually, raw cacao, which I have some nibs there, great source of magnesium, potassium, and high antioxidants. So it's all in the quality. And I'm a big fan of Tabal chocolate. It's a local chocolatier. They use raw cacao in some of their chocolate, so it actually can help remedy. So you don't need to think that a chocolate craving is something to not indulge in.
And cacao is also cocoa.
Yeah, cacao. So,
in case you didn't know.
I'm sorry.
In case you don't speak Maria's holistic nutritionist language. And just really quick, when it comes to replacing refined sugars, I know you are a fan of raw honey, things like real maple syrup, dried fruit, coconut palm, stevia, or stevia is probably how you say it, but good ways to replace those sugars.
Yeah, absolutely. You can still have sweet. It's when we go for those really high, overly processed sugars that are going to make our symptoms worse.
So no Pop-Tarts. Here's the information so you can find out more about Maria. It's mariaviall.com is the website. She's a certified holistic nutritionist. She's awesome. Great topic today.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Great to see you.